Hey guys, what's up? It's Ashlyn here. Alright, so I am feeling a little bit better today. I don't know if you guys caught my last video. I am still getting over being sick, so bear with me. But I saw a few of my favorite YouTubers, How to Train Your Gavin, Hardback Hoarder, and I believe there was one more that did this. I didn't know this was actually a thing, and I really want to participate in it. So I went through and I counted my books on my shelves, and I have 250 books on my shelves, you guys. That doesn't include my journals, that doesn't include my notebooks or my astrology books. But yeah, 250 books. So what I want to do is there's a trend on YouTube right now going around for the new year, and I want to participate in it. It is called how many of my books are unread on my personal shelves, or something along the lines of that. So today we're going to find out how many of my books are actually unread on my personal shelves. So let's get into it. Alright, so bear with me. I don't have the best angle for this, but I also have to move things away from my shelves. So the first book I have on my shelf that is unread, it's called Sean William Davis, Diary of a Serial Killer. This book cost me a fortune from Thrift Books. So there's one. And I'll count these after they're everything and put it down in the description below, because it's going to take forever. Sleepers, books 1, 2, and 3 by Jacqueline Druga. Heather the Totality by Matthew Weiner. Kiss the Girls by James Patterson. All That Was by Karen Rivers. Chicken Soup for the Single Soul by various authors, or people, I should say. The Hunting Wives by May Cobb. And no, I have not read it yet. I literally just put the thing in there. Green Eyed Demon by J. Wells. Oops. Dear John by Nicholas Sparks. Intensity by Dean Koontz. And Tom Hanks' Forrest Gump by Winston Groom. So that is, oh wait, I lied. There's more. Verity by Colleen Hoover. All Your Perfects by Colleen Hoover. Foreplay by Fiona Walker. Beautiful Lies by Lisa Unger. Help, I'm Laughing and I Can't Get Up by Liz Curtis Higgs. It's a joke book. Good Guys by Stephen Bruce. Girls of Storm and Shadow by Natasha Nam. This is the second or third book. The Truth Be Told by Kathleen Barber. And One Good Thing by Wendy Wax. Then on the bottom here, these are some second chance books I have. Unreliable by Lee Irby. Heartbreaker by Claudia Day. Two Birds with One Stone by Sigrid Van Sant. And The Most Dangerous Place on Earth by Lindsay Lee Johnson. So that's just one bookshelf. Next, I have this section here. Life After Darkness by Michelle Knight, now known as Lily Rose Lee. The Becoming of Noah Shaw in the Unbecoming of Mara Dyer series. A Curse So Dark and Lonely by Bridget Kemmerer. This one is Killer Year, Stories to Die For from the Hottest New Crime Writers. So this is an anthology of crime writing. The Good Liar by Catherine Mackenzie. This one was gifted to me. This is On Mystic Lake by Kristen Hanna. Alone by Lisa Gardner. And some of my books, by the way, are not going to be in the best shape. A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson. Map for Wrecked Girls by Jessica Taylor. 16 Ways to Break a Heart by Lauren Strasnick. All of This Is True by Ligia de Penaflor. Might have butchered that. The Erotic Treasury by Susie Bright. My most beautiful sex book. Treacherous by Alex Grayson and Melissa Topin. Short Erotic Novels Anthology. Dear Enemy by Kristen Callahan. Books 1 and 3 of 50 Shades. There's 50 Shades of Grey and 50 Shades Freed by E.L. James. There's also 50 Shades Darker by E.L. James. This is a more beautiful book. And it's signed on the back. I did not realize that when I got it from Thrift Books. So that's that one. Let's see. Unashamed by Lecrae. The Rich Are Different, edited by John Winokur. The Last Year Being Single by Sarah Tucker. Touch and Go by Lisa Gardner. 13 Reasons Why by Jay Asher. Oh. Lost by James Patterson. Haunted Hayride with Murder by R. Lee Wallace. Witch and Wizard by James Patterson. Home Before Dark by Riley Sager. A Walk on the Dark Side, Visions of Horror. 21 all-new stories from modern horror's most daring voices. So this is an anthology of horror. Turned by Verna DePaul. These are going to be my mass paperbacks, by the way. Stealing Kisses by Janet Daly. Dangerous Games by Tess Diamond. My oldest book on here, this one is very old. It's signed, and I don't know what year it's from, though. It's like showing January 25th, 1983 is when it was last taken out of the library. Possibly. 94, 83, 78. Okay, so this was like super old. But there is a Tide, a Hercule Poirot mystery by Agatha Christie. This is like a very old book. Sugar Daddy by Lisa Kleypas. Scent of Roses by Kat Martin. Dolores Claiborne by Stephen King, which I never knew this was an actual Stephen King book. It's kind of cool. Necessary Risk by Tara Wyatt. Broken Promise by Tara Thomas. Second Child by John Saul. The Hypnotist Love Story by Leanne Moriarty. Final Girls by Riley Sager. Pretty Baby by Mary Kubica. Hunted by Karen Robards. And then I have books 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, and 17, and I believe one more of the Creepover series. I'm missing just a couple books out of that. I got those from the library sale. Another middle grade is The Snows by Sherelle Byers Morinville. After the Fire by Becky Citra. Lemony Snicket, The Unauthorized Autobiography by Lemony Snicket. Obviously, it's his autobiography. Then we have Jack's Black Book by Jack Santos. And that is it for these shelves, except for I have a Disney storybook collection that I keep on display up here. And then I have Lewis Carroll, Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, and Through the Looking Glass. I have a postcard in here. And this one is pretty old. It is from, maybe 1960. And it's in mint condition. It stays up there. Oh, and then I guess I could say this one too. I have a Precious Moments book from when I was a little girl. This is a Loving Precious Moments book. So I have that. And then we'll scoot on over to the table. All right, now the ones on the table are going to be, there's a whole stack of February books to read here, and then there's a stack of March books to read that go with the Buzzwordathon words. I'm also been pulling books for the reading challenges I'm participating in off of my shelves, but these are clearly still unread. So, Tender is the Flesh by Augustina Bazterrica. Game Over by Taylor Keating. The Speaker, Book 2 of the Reader Trilogy by Tracy Shee. I have to get the first one still. Submission by L.K. Shaw. The Con Artist by Fred Van Lent. Night Tales, Nightshade, and Night Smoke by Nora Roberts. Parting Visions, Uses and Meanings of Pre-Death, Psychic, and Spiritual Experiences by Melvin Morse, MD, with Paul Perry. Stags by M.A. Bennett. Now That You Mention It by Kristen Higgins. I've Got My Eyes on You by Mary Higgins Clark. Seen Me Forgotten by Jessica S. Olson. Love and Other Sins by Amila Ares. All the Bright Places. Oop. You see it? Hold on. Nope, that's not going to do any good. All the Bright Places by Jennifer Niven. Tied with Me by Kristen Proby. Our Kind of Cruelty by Araminta Hall. Bring Me Back by B.A. Paris. Dear Teen Me. These are authors that wrote to themselves in their teen years. Good Me, Bad Me by Allie Land. If you can see movement, my cat's in the window. She decided to move the blinds out of the way. Kiss the Girls and Make Them Cry by Mary Higgins Clark. I ran to the store as soon as this was released. Life as We Know It. This is just a book of essays from other people. Here is the second book in the Creepover series. Her One Mistake by Heidi Parks. I Hate You by Ilsa Madden Mills. You Don't Sweat Much for a Fat Girl by Celia Rivenbark. Everything We Didn't Say by Nicole Bart. So that is my February list. Kind of, sort of. All right, we got Dark End of the Street by Ace Atkins. The Back Door of Midnight by Elizabeth Chandler. It says it's a Dark Secrets novel. The Hanging Hill by Chris Grabenstein. This is another middle grade. Book 16 of the Creepover series. The Girl Next Door by Patricia McDonald. The entire 3-book series of Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. So we have Library of Souls, Hollow City, and the original Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. We'll get to the others in a minute. The Wife Upstairs by Rachel Hawkins. I also have Reckless Girls by Rachel Hawkins. It's in my bedroom, though, and I don't feel like running to the bedroom to get one book. Lake Silence by Anne Bishop. The Family Upstairs by Lisa Jewell. I did start reading this, but I never completed it, so I'm going to add it. The Shadows by Alex North. Flash Mob by Christopher Farnsworth. And The Couple Next Door by Shari LaPena. One second. Alright, so I have you at an awkward angle, and I apologize, but there's a book right up here called The Last Book on the Left. It's a bunch of serial killers and stuff. I'm not taking it down. I keep it up there. It's my book on display. It was a $70 book from, I don't even remember when. So, there's that. And then let's go ahead and get you guys into this top row up here. Sorry if the lighting is horrible. The angle's awful, I know. So, I'm moving stuff again to do this video. Alright, so like I said, we have A Map of Days, the 4th novel of the Peculiar Children series. We have the 5th book, which is The Conference of the Birds. So there's all 5 of those books. Sorry. Rebel Spy by Veronica Rossi. You guys are going to yell at me. I know. The Last House on Neela Street by Katrina Ward. Like I said, I did start reading some of it. I did not finish it, though. I will at some point, I promise. Midnight Sun by Stephanie Meyer. And the great thing about this is mine is signed. I will show you. It is actually signed with a marker by Stephanie Meyer herself. And the last one on the top row here is Poison by Gelt Niederhofer. No idea what it's about, but, you know, it's the fun of it, right? Alright, so we'll fix this up really quick. Because we gotta ruin another shelf. Okay, so right off the bat here, you're going to see Her and Her Volume 2 by Pierre Jean Yenti. Yes, I did finish these already. They're just on display so they don't get turned around. The Loose Ends List by Carrie Firestone. The 10 Worst of Everything, The Big Book of Bad by Sam Jordison. Firestarter by Stephen King. Not going to do the dictionary because that does not count in my opinion. And give me 1 sec to move more stuff. As you see, I have trinkets and stuff on here. Alright, we've got Traffic by Ellen Hopkins. This is a Tricks in Traffic box set. I already read Tricks, so now I'm going to be working on Traffic. And then we have this box set that's still in the packaging, not even opened yet. This is Crank, Glass, and Fallout by Ellen Hopkins. See, it's still, yeah. The Crank trilogy. Okay. I'll fix all this later. Okay, I'm going to move you guys up a little and down a little. That makes sense. Right? Alright, so, sorry you'll see my doorknob. Maybe I can fix that. There you go. I'm trying to get rid of the glare back here, but it's not working very well. Next we have Lady Be Good by Susan Elizabeth Phillips. And Nobody's Baby But Mine by Susan Elizabeth Phillips. Watched by CJ Lyons. Oh gosh. These are in here tight. I Don't Want to Be Crazy memoir by Samantha Schutz. Something like that. Resisting Happiness by Matthew Kelly. Autumn by David Moody, author of Hater. Funny thing about Hater is Hater's right here by David Moody. Oh, it's hot in here. Book 1, Feed by Mara Grant. I don't know what book 2 is, never found it yet. Bitter Girl, Getting Over Getting Dumped by Annabelle Griffiths, Allison Lawrence, and Mary Frances Moore. Shelter by Susan Pelwick. It's a big old brick of a book. Sleep No More by April Lynn Pike. Chicken Soup for the Shopper's Soul. There's a book back there called Zen as Fuck. Literally, the name of the title is Zen as Fuck. It's a journal for practicing the mindful art of not giving a shit. I just wanted to show you guys it. It's pretty awesome. Need to start using it this year, actually. Alright. We have all this. Yes, I have a bottle. It says Sweet Bitch. And it's Peach Prosecco. Or Moscato. We've got Disconnected. It's an advanced reading copy. It's an ARC. It's got poems and stories of connection and otherwise by multiple art authors. The Snowman by Joe Nesbo. Don't Look by Alexandra Ivy. Eliza and Her Monsters by Francesca Zappia. If It Bleeds by Stephen King. Hope, A Memoir of Survival in Cleveland by Amanda Berry and Gina DeSuze. And then Michelle Knight is over there. So I have all three of the girls' books that they wrote. Single State of Mind. Andy Dorfman. Unsolved by James Patterson and David Ellis. I Am Not a Serial Killer by Dan Wells. All the Lives I Want by Alana Macy. Another butcher, sorry. Literally by Lucy Keating. Lucy Keating. A book about falling in love. Called Upon by Bethany Lee. Approval Junkie, Adventures in Caring Too Much by Faith Sally. And then these are all just cookbooks and crossword puzzles and astrology for relationships, fast fixes and simple solutions. These do not count towards that. And then the very bottom shelf here is a little bit of a disaster space, as you guys can clearly see. So we'll just start with this one. This is How to Break a Boy by Lori DeVore. I'm currently reading it. That's why this is a suggest jacket for it. I'm almost done with it. I'm about 60 pages away from finishing it. Girl, Wash Your Face by Rachel Hollis. Corruption, Lives Will Be Lost by Jessica Shervington. Crazy Love, Overwhelmed by a Relentless God, Frances Chong. The Widow by Fiona Barton. I'm almost done with it, guys. I will finish it this year. This is going to be one of my 2022 finishes. So, Stephen King's The Outsider. Lizzie's Story by Stephen King, I recently just picked up. Ray Bearer by Jordan Fuko. So there's that little stack there. Our Little Secret by Rosnay. Deity by Matt Wesolowski. Freaks by Amanda Hocking. A Son of Race and Ruin by Roseanne A. Brown. We have another Mary Kubica. This is a good girl. 13 by Stephen Kavanaugh. This book I actually won in a Instagram giveaway with can't remember her name. Tammy's Library or something. But this is A Sounded Better in My Head by Nina Kenwood. I literally won this in 2020 and still haven't read it. I'm horrible. The 18th Abduction, the New Women's Murder Club novel, and Maxine Petrillo, James Patterson. Scratch by Rhonda Helms. The In-Between by Barbara Stewart. And then the last two, the final two books of this entire thing. Sleeper by Mackenzie Cadenhead and Fight or Flight, edited by Stephen King and Bev Vincent. 17 Turbulent Tales. And that is everything that is on my shelves that I have not read. I will leave in the description box below the number of books I have not read. I want to say there's at least, out of 250 books, there's about a good, maybe 100. I'm not 100% sure. But I will be doing a video very soon because I just realized that I have a lot of books on my shelves that I started and have not completed. So I think I'm going to be doing a segment later on, a video segment called Catch Up with Books or something like that. I don't know. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. I enjoyed it. It was actually kind of fun and it was a lot quicker than I thought it would be. So with all that being said, I hope that you had a great time with me. Let me know. I want to know if you guys do this video challenge. I want to know what books are on your shelves that you have not read. So leave me a link down in the comment section below, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.